Matt-Trakker's gonna leave the nation, and Spectrum's got such supervision. M.a.s.k is a mighty power that could save the day. M.a.s.k, no one knows what lies behind the mask charade. M.a.s.k, always riding out on Venom's trail. Comes to the laser rays, fire away.
Hey everybody, it's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and welcome to this episode of Behind the Mask. You might be asking yourself, Bill, M.a.s.k turned 35 yesterday. Why are you doing this video today? Well, I knew other people were going to post things, and I wanted to make sure that they got their point across, and I didn't want to take away from anything because it's about the community. So I thought I would just post the next day and give my thoughts about everything that's going on, everything that's happened since M.a.s.k came out, and well, not everything. That's my history channel. I have another YouTube channel all about history. So no, there's been a lot, and there's also been not a lot. It's really hard to really go over everything. I'm going to start with the recent and kind of work backwards the best I can. If I forget anything in the process, it's not on purpose. It's just because what this episode is me speaking from the heart. A lot of times I will script things out, sometimes loosely, just to make sure I get the points across. But this one here is going to be, me speaking from the heart, like I said. So we have a new website out. M.a.s.k Force, really cool. A lot of really cool stuff on there. They just released something that I've only seen a few pages of, and I'm hoping to see more. Basically, as if you're in any kind of if you have like a brand of something, there'll be like a pamphlet or something sent to you with the branding guidelines. I worked on an application that had the same thing, not as fun at all. But this book, what it does is it shows you how to draw the characters, how to, pick the colors, like, make sure you get the colors right, the names, etc. It's pretty cool. Make sure you go over and check it out on m.a.s.k.com. There was an article. I'm going to pull up the website real quick just because I want to make sure I get it right. I'm going to talk about the article a little bit more in detail. Agents of M.a.s.k, let me know about it. And I want to make sure that I get the title of it right. Let's see. All right, it's Retrified Magazine. So there's unproduced Kenner toys in there, interviews with people that I've already talked to in the past, or that Agents of M.a.s.k might have talked to in the past. But there's also interviews with Kenner personnel that I really want to talk to. So I need to get a hold of those guys because I had a ton of questions and no answers. So we got those, that to look forward to. There's a lot of really good custom artists out there. You have, Wes from Man Math, and you have Cliff Dagger. You have Shark Customs. There's other ones out there too, and I'm not missing anybody on purpose. There's just a lot for me to go over. You have a lot of really great websites out there. I mentioned Agents of M.a.s.k. Walter Hill hasn't really had much update lately, but that's still there. You have M.a.s.k Comics. All About M.a.s.k is making a comeback, which I'm very excited about. I can't wait to see what is in store there because that was one of the first websites I really gravitated toward. Outside from Albert Pinella's website. So that's a really cool thing to look forward to. And what we have is a really cool community where we don't have message boards, which I know some people are upset at the fact that we don't have a dedicated message board. I'm trying to resurrect what I had before. If I can't do it, I'm going to launch a new one, and it'll be out. Basically, I'm giving myself a timeline, and I'm announcing it right now. It's 9:30. This episode is going to come out the next day. If I don't have anything in place by the 14th where I can resurrect the old stuff, I'm going to create a new message board for people that don't use Facebook and Twitter and everything else like that. So look for that. I will build it and get it out there just to help unify the community a little bit more. We have a lot of really good Facebook groups. If you use Facebook, there's a ton of them. There's a ton of really good Twitter followers, to look at. We have, I guess, a M.a.s.k movie or a tie-in to look forward to. It's hard to really tell at the moment. And then it kind of gets a little foggy after that. You have the IDW run, which a lot of people didn't like because of the ways that the characters were represented. Look, Brandon, I really want to talk to you. I'm talking to you, Brandon Easton. I know you're not going to really see this. I like the way you went, and I know that I know it was hard seeing the feedback that you were getting on the iteration that you were running. I would love to talk to you about it, just because you and Tony and there are so many people involved. You guys put that out there and gave it your all, and it just didn't stick. But I'm grateful that we had something new. And again, if you have time, maybe I'll reach out to you again. I would just love to talk M.a.s.k with you, because you obviously get it. And it's not an opinion that many people share, but I think you do. I 100% think you do. And of course, I can't mention things that have happened without mentioning Kerouac. We have a bi-weekly show together. We've done one episode so far, so it's not really bi-weekly yet, but we have that going on. And I know I'm jumping a little in and out of continuity here, and I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm speaking from the heart on this one. He created 2 comics, M.a.s.k 85 and M.a.s.k 86, and a ton of other M.a.s.k content. If you haven't seen it, I'll have his Twitter handle in the description. But if you go to Matt-Trakker.com and look, right at the top bar, Kerouac, you can see all the stuff he did. Really top-notch work. And I'm not just saying it because he, I work with him. We talk M.a.s.k, but it created a really cool friendship online. I've never met him. When we can go to baseball games together, though, we're gonna meet over Phillies and the Mets. Probably have about 80 beers between us, and then talk M.a.s.k. It'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. The cast and crew have been great over the years. I can't thank Doug Stone enough for everything that he's done. I got to share the stage with him to talk M.a.s.k with the agents of M.a.s.k at RetroCon. And thank you for that, Tony, and everybody else involved with that great show. I look forward to going next year when COVID-19 is not around. I think it'll be a fun time where we can kind of all get that camaraderie back, and just having a chance to have fun. I don't get to see those guys that often. It's usually once a year at RetroCon, and it's usually a pretty fun time. Well, not usually, it's always a fun time on that front. There's so many things. Everybody that follow the channel and the website, I know I'm not on the level of like, Toy Galaxy or whatever else, but I appreciate the fact that you respect my opinion and you watch and you listen. That that really means the world to me. Um, it's I like to give and take, and I like to see the comments, and I like the constructive criticism. It means a lot to me that you're actually paying attention enough to what I'm saying to do that. And I never really thought it would get to that point. Um, and I have to credit, and I know this actually won't be seen by him, but Doug Walker, um, the nostalgia critic. I met him at RetroCon. I forget what year it was exactly, but it was before everybody else got there, and I had a couple minutes with him. I was just chatting with him. I said, Doug, I'm trying to I'm trying to keep this thing going. I'm trying to keep m.a.s.k going. I just don't know what to do. And we were talking back and forth and kind of, just going over what how things work essentially. And the crux of the conversation was, if you care enough about it, your passion will come through and the fans will follow. They will be there to kind of be around you with it. And I feel like we're accomplishing that. So, Doug, I appreciate that conversation, and I'll get you on the show one day. Who knows? That'd be a really cool thing. It was really cool talking with Michael from Retro Blasting. I know that. Wealth of knowledge about everything, and it was such a cool aspect to be able to do that with him. I hope I can appear on one of his upcoming m.a.s.k episodes too. I'm obviously incredibly good looking, so I would naturally lend at least 6 views to this channel. So you got that to look forward to. But it's and we said we have Talking m.a.s.k, and Dave has joined the channel. He's talking comics for the channel. Something that I don't have a ton of knowledge of, and he's gonna bring up that knowledge because we need to have that. And we're gonna cross episodes together. He's gonna have his own kind of branch of the show. Like, we're thinking of a title still. We haven't hammered that out yet, but we will. And we're seeing this community. And that's what it is, community. And the Chili Find. Yang Lee and Marco. Marco, I hope the family's doing well. Yang Lee, you can see it behind me there. I cleared out a Batman shelf for that stuff, so that was it was pretty monumental on my part, to have a literal kind of treasure pop up like that. And I thank you for doing what you're doing, and just keep, be safe getting that stuff out of there, and just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job. And if you ever need help with anything, just please let me know. Talking with other collectors, Andy, that was a ton of fun. Lisa, a lot of fun. You make up one half of the female demographic that watches the show, because my wife doesn't. So, there's all this happening, and I just I'm glad that we're all in it together, and I'm glad that the steps that we're taking are together. And I just really want to say thank you to everybody. There's a couple of really cool interviews coming up for the channel, voice actors. I'm not going to name who they are, but they voiced characters on the show. Think about it on that front. And as a community, make sure that if you haven't done so already, if you can donate to Brendan McCain and Sharon Noble, I'll have that link in the description. Brendan is battling cancer, and there's a GoFundMe. You don't have to donate if you don't want to, but if you can share it around to help them meet their goal, it would mean a lot to them to help. It helps our childhood heroes, and if you can do that, that's great. If I forgot anything, I really am sorry. I've gone through all this, and Larry Leon, so I'm just gonna things are gonna pop up. Larry, we're still gonna do that karaoke together, and probably a part 2 together too. So keep an eye out for that. Larry sang the theme song. It's a really fun interview. I got really dressed up for it because I was so excited for it. I wore a button-up shirt for it. So, yeah, it's about keeping m.a.s.k alive. It's about keeping it moving forward. And I have a son, Liam, and I'm going to be sharing all this with him. Well, giving it all to him. But I would really hope that Hasbro and Paramount and whoever else is involved with the rights would do something to give our kids their own little slice of heaven. If not, we still have what we have, but it'd be really nice to be able to pass on what we have already, but then have it transition into something new. He-Man has 85 iterations, so there's G.I. Joe, Thundercats, the Ninja Turtles, all this stuff's carried on, but m.a.s.k hasn't. So it's up to us. Just keep it going as a community, and eventually we'll get to that point where it pays off, where we get something new out of it. I have to believe that. I do believe that. So if you have any thoughts about where you were 35 years ago until today, I know I said I might post this tomorrow. It might go up tonight, depending on if I have enough time to edit it through work. But I'm grateful that I've been able to do this since 2001, and that I've had people follow the website and follow the message board, and you really do get to pull it all in and really be grateful. And I wasn't even part of the show, and I'm grateful for the fact that 19 years later, we're still going. Again, it might go up tonight. It might go up the next day. But thank you again for listening to me talk, looking at me, which I'm sorry about, and sticking with me and helping keep m.a.s.k alive. It does mean a lot to me. It really does. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to help keep m.a.s.k alive. And this is Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and I'll talk to you later.
Spectrum